Welcome to Milani's Fun with Thermi. We're going to make some creamy coconut chicken curry, which is an absolute favorite in this house, and it's also a dish we show when we come and do a demo for you. So let's start. I've put this on my weekly planner and we're just going to say start cooking. But before we start with the cauliflower rice, I know we're going to use some almond meal in this recipe, and I don't buy almond meal because almonds is much cheaper to buy than almond meal. So let's quickly make some. If we just tear the scales there, I know we're going to use 20 grams. So I'm just going to pop about 20 grams in there. We're going to pop the lid on. And I'm just going to go out to manual mode over there. We're going to mull this almonds for about 15 seconds at speed 10. There we go. So within 10 seconds, we've gone from almonds to perfectly mulled almond meal. Let's pop that in a bowl. What else can you mull? If you pop rice in, you can get rice flour. Pop sugar in, you can get icing sugar. Right, now we can get back to our creamy coconut chicken curry. Say that 5 times fast. We need our cauliflower. So just the florets, and I'm going to tear our scales. We're going to start with 300 grams, about. Just can't see the scales from here. So we do this in 2 batches, just to get like an equal consistency over the 2. So there's 300. I'm going to go next, pop our lid on. So there we went from cauliflower to cauliflower rice in 5 seconds. So cauliflower is $3.70 for a cauliflower head. That's about a kilogram I got in this one. Where cauliflower rice, if you buy that, it's $11 per kilogram. So that's a huge saving of about $7 a kilogram just by making your own cauliflower rice. And ours have got no nasty preservatives and things in. We're just going to spread the cauliflower out. Remember to make a few little holes for the steam to come through, as we're going to steam this rice while we cook the curry. So now we're going to do the second batch, and it says 300. I'm just going to do whatever's left. 400, and then go next and chop that for 5 seconds. So within 10 seconds, we've got almost, 800 grams of cauliflower rice. That's a lot. So we're going to bulk out this meal with our cauliflower rice. Cauliflower rice is much healthier than normal rice. Keto, low carb, yummy goodness. Alright, just remember again that we need to make a few holes to get the steam through. I don't know if those that have a TM6 will notice that this TM7 Varoma is much bigger. It's about 45% bigger than the TM6 one. So we're going to pop that aside, and then we're going to pop that on top of the curry when we cook that. Quickly going to rinse the bowl out and we'll go to our next step. So we're going to put fresh ginger, garlic and green chilies in, but we're not doing the garlic because we can't. So first one is ginger. We need 15-ish grams. That's good enough. And then we're going to skip the garlic and we're going to put this green chili in. So green chilies is not that hot, and if you take the seeds out, it's less hot, if you can say that. So if you like spicy, put 2 in with the seeds. If you don't like spicy, put 1 in without the seeds, or you can even leave it out. Let's go and chop that up. So there's a naughty piece of garlic and chili that hasn't chopped. If we go on, it goes to the next step. So even though it's guided cooking, it's not have to do cooking. And if you've got a nasty piece of chili or ginger that didn't chop up, all we're going to do is just repeat the step. So we can just say repeat and play. So imagine that was garlic as well. How quickly does it chop it up? That's chili and ginger in quickly chopped up. So garlic, if you press garlic, how long does it take you to clean that garlic press? Saves a lot of time. It does say do not scrape the sides. We're just going to go to the next step. It asks for onion. Unfortunately, my family can't have onion, so we're going to swap that with celery. And I've just sliced it a bit thinner. So we're going to add 200 grams of celery. And then we're going to add 20 grams of olive oil. As I pour the oil in, it weighs it, so no extra dishes. I love that. It's going to check the oil off for us. But I put the lid on before it could, so my bad. We're going to fry that for 4.5 minutes, high heat. So this is instead of standing over the stove and having to stir. What can you do in 4.5 minutes while your Thermomix cooks or fries your onions and caramelizes that for you? If you had smell-o-vision, you would start smelling that beautiful aroma of the chili and the ginger and the celery in here frying up. Can you hear that sizzle? You can also see that our light's changing here from green to yellow to orange to red as our temperature goes up. Now I can do other things and there won't be any splatter on my stovetop. Oh, it smells amazing. Look how nice and cooked or fried that is. You should be able to spot some browning down the bottom. Sorry, I'm not good with this angle, but look at that high heat. This is all the flavor we're going to get into our curry. So next we got to add some more things. First up, we have tandoori paste. So this beautiful tandoori paste I made in the Thermomix, and It's so easy. I think it takes 30 seconds. Whole cumin, cinnamon, all kinds of things in there. Mine doesn't have the garlic in. So that's what I love about guided cooking in my Thermomix. For health reasons, we can cut things out that we can't eat. And this tandoori paste, I know it's got no nasties in it. Beautiful. You can make everything from scratch or just what you want with your Thermomix. So that's our tandoori paste. The next step is tomato paste. We've got to add 30 grams. Ish. And then water. Take that one off. 100 grams. I'm at a bit of an awkward angle here. It'll be easier when you stand in front of your Thermomix. And then we're going to put the almond meal back in. It'll be slightly over because I put more almonds in. The recipe says 500 grams of chicken, and that absolutely works perfectly, but I do a little bit more because I can, and I've done it before, so it works, definitely works well. When we come and do a demo for you, we'll probably keep it down to 500 to 800 grams. I'm just going to pop all of this in. So that's almost double what the recipe says, so we might just have to put the time a bit more. So if you double a recipe, it's 20% more time. If you half a recipe, it's 20% less time. So a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to hit next, and we're going to pop the varoma on top. So while we're cooking the curry in the bottom, we're going to steam the cauliflower at the top. And play. What do you do while you're cooking curry? I'm just enjoying my tea on the couch. And while I'm sitting here, I can look at how much time is left on my cooking time, as my Cookie Do app shows me how much time I've got left. How good is that? So I can sit and enjoy another 4 minutes of drinking my tea while my curry is being cooked and the cauliflower rice is being steamed. So it's asking us just to stir the cauliflower rice a bit, and then we're going to cook it for another 6 minutes. 4 minutes. But I'm going to increase that to about 6 minutes because I've put lots more chicken in. So there we go. We can remove the varoma now. So a tip is to pop your lid on the bench and then you don't drip anything on there. So our cauliflower is nicely steamed, as you can see. Look at all that, even a free facial. I'm just going to pop it all in the bottom bowl and stir it a bit. It makes heaps, as you can see. And you can pop your varoma in the dishwasher to wash. I'm going to pop that in the thermo server in a second. Just want to do the next step for now. So our curry is looking beautiful. We only need the coconut cream still, so I'm going to add 90 grams of coconut cream. That should be 90, almost. Yes, see, it is, I told you so. And then we're going to do that for another, how many minutes? 2 minutes to go. While I pop this in my thermo server, and then we can eat. can eat. Curry's all done. Let me show you this beautiful curry we've made. Put a bit of stir. You see that? Now all we need to do is dish up and garnish. Can't wait to try this beautiful curry and cauliflower rice. So popping some cauliflower rice in. And of course we need some coriander. Might be a divided audience. Some might say never, and we love it. So the more coriander, the better. And there's your yummy creamy coconut chicken curry. Thank you for joining Milani's Fun with Thermomix. I hope you enjoyed this. This is really a good recipe to try. So comment below once you've tried it. Like, subscribe, and I'm going to have dinner now. See you again.